everybody, it's Christine. It's time for a scrapbook process video. And y'all, I am determined. I'm bound and determined. This is the last bit of my November 2022 Scrap Room Flavors of the Month. It is the very bottom of my kit. All I have left is one piece of paper here. Oh, that's kind of pretty though. Ooh, no. This piece of paper here. I have this piece here that I use on a different layout that I tore. I have this very small scrap of floral, and I have a couple of stripes here. That's all I have that in the way of paper. I did pull out a piece of white cardstock to mount my photo, which I'll show you in a second. And then there's little baby bits of stickers here. And I'm going to try to use every darn one of these, y'all, just for the heck of it. And then I also pulled out a couple of things from my stash here. I do have the stickers. It is Scenic Route, because I was on a little, I don't want to use the word vacation. It was a work trip that I got turned into a vacation. So I have a few little things here I think I can use. And then I did pull out some washi tape pieces. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I mean, the colors look good. I'll figure that out. And then I pulled out a few enamel dots from Pink Fresh. So the photo is from 2008, September. This is out of my little box of random photos over here. And it's me and my aunt up in Seattle. We were on like a little, I use the word hike because there's like, it's like a little wooden path or whatever you went through, but it was just lovely and beautiful. It was September. The weather was perfect. That is not beer in our hands, y'all. That's some kind of waters or something that she got us. So we were not drinking beer on a hike. But I thought this would look pretty because it does have kind of the colors, and I've got these little florals. I think I can, you know, do a little tear or something like that. I'm not really sure yet. I got to figure that out. I don't have a sketch or anything because honestly, with these kinds of kits at the bottom here where you don't have much to work with, I actually find them almost easier just to let the papers kind of like speak or whatever. So like in this case, as an example, I'm probably going to take and put this here because I may have to tear this the other way though because I like the white to show. Anyway, I'm going to probably put that like there. You know, may do something. I need to think about this because I kind of want it over the, I need to layer it over the top there. So that might work. Yeah, that's kind of pretty. Don't know about this yet. I might have to make a little banner coming from top to bottom or something. And I don't know about this yet. So we got to play with that just a little bit. But let me, and of course there's actually some little border stickers. I got all kinds of little border stickers. So I got to think about that. So let me trim up this stuff just a little bit and I'll be back on.
Oh, y'all, I love it when a layout comes together. I don't know how old y'all are, but back in the days, what was the name of that show? It was some kind of crime fighting show, and he'd say, I love it when a plan comes together. But anyway, I've got these papers. I did trim down the ones I mentioned. I just put the little braiding strips off, and I did tear that little plaid one where the white would show. And so now I decided to take the blue up there, and I thought, you know, I'm going to add a little torn piece up at the top, and I think that looks pretty cute just to balance out that other little piece there. And at that point, I'm going to go, okay, I have already matted, by the way, my photo on the white cardstock. You can probably see that there. And I've kind of got it where I'm going to put it, right? It's going to be on that right-hand side over there. And I'm kind of looking, okay, I can use this other little piece as a little shelf here, so I'm going to do that in just a minute. I am going to end up making this floral a little banner, a little fishtail banner. And I'm pleased with that. I'm actually so happy. I used up, y'all, almost every scrap of this paper. I'm so happy with I was so proud of myself this week. I have used up 2 of these Scrap Room Flavors of the Month to the very, very bare bones of what's left over. So I'm kind of just organizing myself, right? And then I think, okay, I'm going to use one of these little border stickers. Now, these don't have much adhesive on them, y'all, so I'm going to have to end up using glue in a minute. So you'll see me cut away. But I take this green one. Now, you'll notice it's not quite long enough. It's not a full 12 by 12, but that's okay because I'm going to end up putting some little things on there, and I'll split it. So you'll see that in just a minute. So here's where I've cut my little fishtail. I've got my blue little shelf there that I will trim down. It's not going to go all the way across. I contemplated tearing it, but I thought, no, I've got the tears kind of going horizontal, and if I'd torn the sides of it to make it the right length, it would have been up and down tears. I didn't really want to introduce that. So I've got that trimmed down. Now I'm going to start looking at my stickers because I think, you know what, my whole goal is to use up a lot of these little stickers here. So you're going to see me do that in just a minute. But first I got to glue my little shelf down here. It takes me just a brief second to glue this down. This layout moved really fast though, y'all. I've said this before. If you don't have a lot to work with, sometimes it's the best because it makes you move a little faster. Then let me see here. I'm sorry, Saturn just threw herself on the top of my phone. She's in a mood, y'all. She wants love. I'm going to go ahead and put this banner. I kept debating on putting it underneath the picture all the way or giving a little side, floral there. And I go ahead and give a little slide floral. And I'm going to end up in a second deciding to put the picture up on foam. I haven't decided that yet, but I will. Here's where I pull up this little rose gold floral like outline sticker. The very first time I used this collection, I thought that was all one piece with those little colored flowers on there. And so I went to pick it up and I went, oh no, that's got a little border and then little flowers. So on that particular layout, I just used the flower pieces in the middle and left this little rose gold outline knowing I'd probably end up using that at some point. So I'm kind of proud. I got to use it on this one. I didn't use any more of the little florals though. So I put this in what I did have left of my sticker sheet here went back in my sticker box. So I'll have to use those at a later date. But I did use that little border there. Here's where I go, okay, I know I'm going to split you up. So I'm going to decide kind of where you're going to get done. And I'm going to use these leaves as my little embellishment cluster up there. So that's where I'm going to split it, and then I'm going to just glue it apart. You'll see that it's a little trick we've learned over the time, right? Where you get to make your stash or your supply or whatever last a little bit better. So I'm going to put that leaf there. I'm going to have a couple more leaves, and I'm going to actually end up some of those buttons off that sticker sheet over there. Here's where I pick out another little leaf. It is September, and so I guess technically it's fall, even though I'm wearing shorts. We do have a little jacket because it's a little bit cool. But it's just beautiful weather. You can see the greenery in the back there. I just really enjoyed that trip. I'm not going to lie. We went in the wintertime at a later date at Christmas time, and that was not as enjoyable. Way more cloudy and cold and, kind of your typical Seattle weather. This right here was just beautiful. The ferns were really green. I mean, again, it was just beautiful. And so I did enjoy that. Here's where I ended up putting the foam behind my picture. I cut it too big originally, y'all, so I'm going to trim it down just a second. I don't know how my eye got that all wrong, but whatever. So I'm going to put my foam behind there, and that works pretty good. And then I'm going to end up getting into my sticker sheet again. I guess I've already pulled that little truck out. I'm going to actually layer that truck up on top of this. And again, there's no real reason for the truck or nothing, but other than it's on that sticker sheet, and I wanted to use it up. Again, my whole goal was to try to use up as much of this collection as possible. And I pull out the little books, and I pull out the little house, and I use all the little things on here, even though they don't really make a lot of sense from my picture. I start to put the books over there, but it's going to end up on the right-hand side. And I'm going to end up gluing that down. She does like to read a lot, though. My aunt is very well read. I'm almost certain she's got a master's degree. I don't recall what it's in, but she's very well read, very smart. She and my dad they get into debates all the time. It's kind of funny listening to them because they have different views on things, but they're so smart, both of them. They each have pretty good points when you listen to the discussion. So I do take these little buttons up here, and I'm going to end up moving that green one down. I'm going to end up reorganizing my colors up here. I leave the yellow one and the blue one, but I'm going to take the green in just a minute because I'm going to get back on my sticker sheet, and I'll see that I have a pink. And I go, well, I don't want that down there. I don't want them to be pink on pink. So I'm going to end up switching those out. And then there's a little blue one, but I don't think I do that till the very end. Here's where I'm kind of putting the little dog. Again, there's no real reason for the dog other than it's in there. And what else do I have going on? I think there's another leaf. Oh, I found this little happy place. I thought that was kind of nice. I think I'm going to put that in there in just a minute. What am I doing right now, y'all? I'm sorry. It's underneath the little editing thing. Oh, that's the truck. I'm just putting a little foam behind the truck so that when I go on the picture, it stays and it doesn't, get messed up. So I'll stick that down there. Oh, maybe I do have happy place already. I've got that down there. I don't think I do it on camera, but I actually end up taking that little chicken off that sticker sheet, stick it on the layout too. Because again, I go, well, you know what? I'm just using all these random things anyway, so it's okay. Here's where I'm going to debate on the title for just a minute. There's a couple of them that I thought to myself could work. There's these experiences together, and I did want to kind of use those. But then there was also this explore more. So I kind of went back and forth on this. There's several little titles that could have worked. So I kind of go back and forth on this. You see me, I'm looking to see what's going to work. And I decide on experiences better together. Couple reasons. One, I like the color combination. Obviously, we're together. I don't know. I just decided that was the one I wanted to use. So I'm going to end up taking this, and it's going to take me just a second. So I'm going to cut away because you don't need to sit there and watch me pull all these little letters off. And these actually stick pretty good, so I don't have to use any glue on these ones. But I'll put those down, and then I'm going to go back on my sticker sheet, and I do pull out these little rose gold hearts, and I'll put those around because I do, like I said, I'm trying to use up all the stuff on here. So I keep looking at this. I don't know if I'll pull anything else off here. Oh, there's that little blue button. I'll find him, and I'm going to stick him on here somewhere. I'll move him around just a second, but he goes on top of the floral in just a moment. And then I take a little gray pen. I'm going to write at the bottom. I might have to come back with black because the gray is a little bit hard to see. On the other hand, I don't want it to jump out at you, but it just says me and Aunt Liz, Seattle 2008. And I really had a good time on that trip, honestly. It was great. She had a cool little apartment, too. It was like an old post office or something. It was really neat. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do the layout, y'all, and I have killed this kit. I'm so pleased. I'm not going to lie. I have gotten all my November. I don't know if I used all my December. I need to go check. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you do the YouTube-y stuff and check me out on Instagram. And if you comment, I always try to say thank you and comment back, so feel free. I love it to get the ladies that, I don't think I've ever seen a man comment, at least not a good one or a right one. It's always ladies, so I'll comment back and everything. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.